Napoleon Bonaparte was a French military and political leader who rose to power during the French Revolution and went on to conquer much of Europe. He is considered one of the greatest military commanders in history and is known for his innovative military strategies, political reforms, and lasting impact on European politics. Early life and military career. Napoleon was born on the island of Corsica in 1769. He received a military education at a young age and, at the age of 16, was sent to the French Military Academy in Brienne-le-Château. In 1785, he graduated as a second lieutenant and began his military career. Napoleon quickly rose through the ranks during the French Revolution and became a successful military commander. In 1796, he was given command of the French army in Italy and won several decisive victories against the Austrians, cementing his reputation as a brilliant military strategist. In 1799, Napoleon returned to France and led a coup that overthrew the government. He declared himself first consul and, with the support of the French people, began a series of political and social reforms that would transform France. Domestic reforms. As first consul, Napoleon implemented several domestic reforms to modernize and stabilize France. He established a centralized government and reorganized the country's legal system, creating a single code of laws that applied to all citizens. He also established a system of public education and initiated a public works program that created jobs and improved infrastructure. In 1804, Napoleon crowned himself Emperor of France, signaling his intention to establish a strong, centralized government that would ensure stability and prosperity for the French people. Military campaigns. Napoleon is perhaps best known for his military campaigns despite his domestic reforms. Between 1804 and 1812, he waged a series of wars against most of the major powers in Europe and expanded the borders of France to their greatest extent since the time of Charlemagne. Napoleon's military campaigns were marked by his innovative strategies and tactics. He was known for his ability to move his troops quickly and outmaneuver his opponents, and he was a master of artillery and cavalry tactics. Napoleon's most famous military campaign was his invasion of Russia in 1812. Despite initial successes, the campaign ultimately ended in disaster, with the French army suffering heavy losses due to the harsh Russian winter and the guerrilla tactics of Russian forces. Downfall and legacy. In 1814, following a series of defeats, Napoleon was forced to abdicate as emperor and was exiled to the island of Elba. However, he escaped from exile in 1815 and returned to France, where he attempted to regain power. Napoleon's final defeat came at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, where he was defeated by the British and Prussian forces. He was exiled again to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic, where he died in 1821. Despite his ultimate defeat, Napoleon's legacy continues to be felt in Europe and beyond. He is remembered as a military genius who revolutionized warfare and a political leader who modernized France and set the stage for many of the democratic reforms that would follow. Napoleon's military tactics and strategies continue to be studied by military scholars around the world, and his impact on European politics is still felt today. His conquests and the territories he acquired during his reign helped to redraw the map of Europe and established France as a major power in the region. Napoleon Bonaparte was a complex and influential figure in European history. He was a brilliant military commander, a skilled politician, and a leader who left a lasting impact on France and Europe as a whole. However, his legacy is not without controversy. Napoleon's military conquests led to the deaths of millions of people, and his reign is remembered for its authoritarian tendencies and the suppression of political dissent. Despite these criticisms, there is no denying the impact that Napoleon had on the world. He was a transformative figure whose influence is still felt today. His military innovations and political reforms continue to shape our world, and his legacy remains the subject of intense study and debate. Overall, Napoleon Bonaparte was a complex and multifaceted figure who left an indelible mark on European history. While his military campaigns and political ambitions were often controversial, there is no denying the profound impact that he had on the world. Whether viewed as a military genius or an authoritarian ruler, Napoleon's legacy continues to be felt and debated to this day. Thank you for watching. For more informative videos, please subscribe to my channel Knowledge Hub.